Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. Today we're sharing with you one of our dinners. I've been getting a lot of requests for these over on Instagram. Don't mind Jules, she's a little sleepy. This is what she does when she's sleepy. Also in this video, you'll get to see a little bit of a taste of me teaching my husband to cook. So he's learning to cook. So he's starting to prep veggies. So I'll show you what we're gonna make and I'll show you how we're gonna get started, and then it's too bad you can't get to taste it, but you'll get to see it. Hi, Sethi.
Say hi, Bobby.
So,
Daddy.
Justice isn't outside. He's in the living room, right? Go hang with him. Or you want to hang with Daddy? Okay, so right now my husband is cutting up some peppers, and that has nothing to do with tonight's meal, but I noticed that they're like starting to get wilted, and old me would throw them out right now.
It probably tastes great.
But yeah, and just don't even mind the messy kitchen, but we'll get to that once we get the food on. Old me would throw these out, but I'm trying to waste less food because why waste food and money, right? So he's washed them, he's cutting those. We're gonna put them in the freezer, in a freezer bag, because I plan on using them for another pasta meal that we'll do later in the week. It's almost like a plant-based cheesy rigatoni. We'll roast this butternut squash, and we'll roast those peppers and some tomatoes, and then they get blended and all of that. So maybe I'll do a video on that too. But that's what he's doing with those. And then tonight we're going to make our favorite pasta dishes. So we'll use this veggie spaghetti, and then we're also gonna make some zoodles. We have 2 small zucchinis that we will spiral and add to that. So I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so first step is Seth is about to wash the zucchinis, and then we're gonna spiral them. And then just to show you some of the other stuff we have going on. So we're gonna make a salad, and unfortunately, again, like I would usually throw this out because look how wilted it is. It's farmed locally, which makes me really happy, but it's super small and it did wilt kind of fast, probably because it's not sprayed with a ton of pesticides. So instead, we are gonna rip off the wilted parts. We'll shock it in some icy water to kind of help the, the parts that aren't wilted completely crisp up again. And then I'll mix in some baby kale.
These people are like, why are you using all wilted vegetables?
I know.
Can you guys afford real vegetables?
I know. Usually I would throw this stuff out. So this is like me trying to do better. And on my first food video, I'm cooking all of my wilted food from my fridge. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so baby kale. I'll probably put some in the salad and some in the pasta, depending how it goes. Also going in the salad will be some chickpeas for some protein to make it nice and filling. Usually I do quinoa, but I just checked and we don't have quinoa, so clearly this wasn't a planned video. My husband did not cut off the bottom of that zucchini before he started spinning. However, it'll be fine. Totally fine, honey. But we have this little manual spiraler. Some people have like a fancy electronic one. This is what we have and it works just fine. So you just spin them, and then I'll show you how you cook those. They're pretty delicious. This is our favorite sauce. We are not making our own sauce. This is like a quick, we have 5 kids and we're busy kind of meal. I don't love jarred sauce, but this, similar to this salad, this is made and canned locally about, 10 minutes from here, and it's our favorite sauce. So if you can get it where you are, we do highly recommend it. I could literally eat this out of the jar. So that's my favorite sauce. We'll use that. Sometimes we'll add in like a can of diced tomatoes with it. So maybe, maybe not. Also going in the salad will just be some tomato, some cucumber, a little bit of red onion. Like I said, we would usually use quinoa, but we don't have any. And then we'll also add in a little bit of these sunflower kernels for a little bit of crunch. And this is my favorite dressing right now. Again, sometimes I do make my own dressing, but this is my favorite, just like in a bottle dressing, simply vinaigrette balsamic. It doesn't have any like high fructose corn syrup or artificial flavors or preservatives. So I'm a big fan of this one. Obviously, you need a little olive oil to cook with, so to saute up the zoodles and also to put a little bit in the pasta water. We'll use a little bit of that. And fresh garlic, of course, lots of garlic. Not so much garlic that it gives everyone like a bellyache or anything, but I would usually say you can't use too much garlic, but my husband has proved me wrong on that.
Wow.
Yeah, garlic, but not so much that people die. It's kind of like the time Sethi's playing with this little gardening bin. Sethi, are you having fun? So if you want to know how to make that, you can go watch that video, Make a Garden Sensory Bin with me. It's pretty fun, and I think I'm wearing the same shirt. So Seth one time made this. This is back before we were plant-based. He made this chicken Caesar, blackened chicken Caesar salad. And I remember walking in and being like, wow, like that looks like it's from a restaurant. That looks so good. And it smelled really good in here. And he's like, I made my own like Cajun seasoning. I was like super impressed. So we bit into it and I'm like, oh, this is like really flavorful. Like bite number 1, right? Bite number 2, you're like, whoa, like this is kind of intense. Bite number 3, I'm like, something's not right here. Long story short, he used, was it 144 servings?
144 servings.
Okay, so he made like what would be a big batch of seasonings for you to like keep in your cabinet, but he made it as if it was like
I looked at a recipe online and I realized it was an annual stash of Cajun seasoning that you can make yourself.
And he coated.
And I used the whole entire thing to blacken the chicken.
Yeah, for one meal. So you can just imagine, like,
ready to season.
It's like so much salt.
It was ridiculous.
I was like actually concerned for our health.
Sick to our stomach.
Yeah, we totally did. So
and you were like, well, maybe you use like 7 times too much.
Before we figured that out, I'm like, did you like
servings.
Use half the amount of chicken you're supposed to use, like in comparison to the seasonings or something? Like clearly the ratio is off. Well, the ratio was off by about 140.
We have a big
servings.
family, but not that big.
Not that big. Oh my gosh, yeah, he used like half the spices in the spice cabinet. Yeah. And I have an entire cabinet that's just spices, that cabinet over there. And he's like, I think we need all new spices because I use them all. So these little middles, like I usually take out. Obviously these ends. He's doing a great job here though.
I was gonna say, this is all right now.
This is looking pretty good. If they get too long, I'll usually like break it in half so you don't have like a zoodle the length of your body, because that can easily happen. But this is 2, and these cook down a lot, so I mean it really won't be that much in the big scheme of things. And when you mix it with actual pasta, like it's almost undetectable, like in any like unappealing way. So it's super yum. Adds in some more veggies. Also, this does also have veggies in it, so.
And it's light.
Huge.
It feels light like when you're eating it.
Before, when I would use jarred sauce, when I would use it and not really love it, I would doctor it up a lot. Like a lot of onion, a lot of pepper, a lot of garlic, a lot of other things, like veggie stock. And at that point, it was like, why don't you just make your own sauce? But to be honest, with this sauce, it really needs nothing. We will do like 2 cloves of garlic to saute the zoodles, and a little bit of salt and pepper, but then that's really all it's going to need other than the sauce and the pasta. And then that will be it for that. So we'll show you noodles. That's what the 2 zucchinis look like, all prepped for zoodles. And I am getting ready to take care of this situation.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine? Think about you.
I'll spray this with a little bit of veggie wash and ice cold water and just kind of let it sit in an ice bath with or without ice, depending if we have ice or not. You never can tell around here. But I'll leave it in icy water either way, and it'll even crisp up what is left. Okay, so salad, greens are getting a little bit of an ice bath. Jules is taking everything out of the cabinets. Seth is chopping some garlic. I'm getting ready to take the stems off of the baby kale because it's just a little too stemmy, I think, for everybody for the salad. We're gonna need it all in the salad.
I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop.
So I will rinse these, strain them, and then like half of these will go on the salad. Some of them are going to go to Jules because she's hungry. Okay, chickpeas are strained. All right, so Seth is getting ready to put some olive oil in that pan with the zoodles and the fresh garlic, the right amount. And we'll saute up the zoodles probably for like, I don't know, it's really quick, 3, maybe 5 minutes. I'm not good with times or measurements. I kind of just do my thing, so I'll do my best to try to pay attention to the times for you guys. All right, so olive oil is going in the pan. I'll have them put it on like medium high. And then zoodles and garlic are going in.
So I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot.
I spin it to get as much water out as I can, and he's not going to use that metal utensil on this coated pan, because why would he do that? He would never do that. Yeah, I mean, you gotta let it cook a little bit. Put a little salt and pepper. I'm gonna wash my carrot and my tomato. Look at that pepper technique. So a little fruit and veggie wash. I'm gonna wash my veggies.
Think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop.
Yeah, that's gonna have to cook down a little bit, so you got a little bit of time. Oh, but what you want to do is start your pasta water at the same time.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time I remember.
Pasta water is going on. I'm gonna mix the zoodles. Seth is cutting up some onion, thinly sliced for the salad. Probably needs to go up a little bit higher.
Soundtrack provided by Rio 2.
Right. They're watching Rio 2 in there. A little salt in the pasta water. A little olive oil.
Everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop.
So you can see it's starting to cook down a little bit, but it's not quite ready yet. A couple more minutes.
This would happen, yeah. You would find a new distraction.
Right, so we are gonna go with a can of diced tomatoes. Once the zoodles are cooked pretty much as I want them, I'll add in these tomatoes, cook them down a little bit while the pasta cooks, and then lastly I'll add the sauce to this and just kind of heat it up, and then mix in the pasta with everything. I'm gonna give this another minute or two.
It's almost like I can't stop, can't stop, yeah. You never lose.
So I'll add in my can of diced tomatoes. And now I'm gonna turn it way up on high because I want the tomatoes to sort of boil and then cook down a little.
Can't stop, yeah.
So Seth is getting the carrots prepped for the salad.
You never see my face.
Did some thinly sliced red onion.
It's almost like I can't stop.
So far we have our greens, onion, and carrot.
Some cucumbers for the salad.
Yeah.
This I already watched.
Somewhat thinly sliced. Should we show them your dad's hack for cans?
Sure.
So here's my father-in-law's hack for cans, for putting cans. Hey, babe. Okay. All right.
Love you too.
Wanna feel your arms around me
Okay, so here's the hack for making room in your recyclable.
more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow.
Papa's hack. All right, here we go. Ready? So you crush that, and then you stick these inside. And then
I remember that it's over. Yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark.
it works.
Then you can put it in a garbage can, it won't slice through the bag.
Here we go.
It's almost
Is this too many cucumbers?
That's probably
in a
not.
bag?
Yeah. You can maybe do 2 more little thin ones, like.
that I'm okay, it's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot, it's almost like I can't stop, yeah, yeah. I always knew that this would happen. Need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Can we let go of
Zoodles and tomatoes are boiling. I'll let them boil for like another minute or two. Then I'll turn it down to a simmer.
Am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah.
That looks good. You want your doggy to say hi real quick? Put it right here. Say hi.
Olives. Kids love olives, so they can eat a whole can.
It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah.
Pasta water is boiling, so go ahead and stick the pasta in.
It's almost like I can't stop.
1 box wouldn't be enough, but it is enough when we mix it with the zoodle. So we're just doing 1 box. So pasta is boiling. I'll take that off like a minute or 2 before you're supposed to, because I like it al dente. Salad is done. So we have both types of greens. We have tomato, cucumber, onion, carrot, chickpeas, sunflower seeds, and olives. And we'll do a balsamic vinaigrette with that. And then our zoodles and our tomatoes are just simmering on low. So usually this gives us a hard time. Usually Seth can't get it. And then I loosen it up for him. Right, babe? Got it. Just mix that in with this other stuff.
Hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time. I remember.
But we're turning this back up because we want this to kind of get to a boil. And then I'm gonna check my pasta. Did you put a timer on for the pasta, honey? Good. Excellent. Definitely not done yet, I can tell just by looking at it. So I'll put on the timer for 2 minutes because like I said, I want to keep this al dente. And you can tell it's still too hard. Keep the door shut, please.
What are you doing, Jude?
So Seth really likes to clean up as we go and like clean up what we cut everything on and like clean up the dishes from earlier that we didn't get to. So like it's not a big deal to me if this sits like for the rest of the night, but he really likes to get on top of that stuff. So that's what he's gonna do next. guys. What's going on here?
You ever do dishes?
It doesn't look like you're doing the dishes. Do you want to wait till dinner there,
For what?
Killer? To not eat the entire thing of chocolate hummus and the entire bag of chips? Come on.
You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah, yeah. It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah, yeah. Can't stop. No, no. Think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. I can't
All right, guys, that's it. That's our zucchini, spaghetti, and salad. We're gonna call the kids in. They went outside. We're gonna call the kids in and we're gonna eat. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed to our channel, definitely subscribe. Click the notifications button for more food videos coming your way, plus homeschool, motherhood, big family life, all of those good things. If you're not following us on Instagram, follow us at rooted_homeschool. And until next time, stay rooted.
Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time I remember that it's over. Yeah, you never break, you never lie, you never ever.
And you drop the pasta onto white clothes. Looks like the wood. I don't have white clothes on, but I like the wood.
Yeah, eating spaghetti with all white on it.
Yeah, I would take that off.
What do you think,
Because the pasta sauce is roasting.
So I've been trying hard.